Tokyo's population is rapidly falling and aging. Tokyo, the vibrant capital of Japan, has long been synonymous with bustling streets, towering skyscrapers, and a dynamic culture that blends tradition with modernity. However, beneath its energetic exterior, Tokyo faces a pressing demographic challenge: a rapidly falling and aging population. This trend is not just a statistical concern, but a phenomenon with profound implications for the city's future. As Tokyo's population declines and its elderly population grows, the city must confront the economic, social, and infrastructural challenges that accompany these demographic shifts. The demographic decline, a statistical overview. Tokyo, like the rest of Japan, is experiencing a significant population decline. According to data from the Tokyo Metropolitan Government, the city's population peaked in 2020 at approximately 14 million residents. Since then, the population has begun to decrease, a trend that is expected to accelerate in the coming decades. Projections suggest that Tokyo's population could shrink by nearly 2 million by 2040, with the decline becoming even more pronounced thereafter. The primary driver of this population decline is Japan's low birth rate. Japan has one of the lowest fertility rates in the world, with a total fertility rate of around 1.3 children per woman, far below the replacement level of 2.1 needed to maintain a stable population. This trend is particularly pronounced in Tokyo, where the pressures of urban life, high costs of living, and demanding work schedules make it difficult for families to have children. As a result, the number of births in Tokyo has steadily declined, contributing to the overall population decrease. Compounding the issue of a low birth rate is the fact that Tokyo's population is rapidly aging. Japan as a whole is known for its aging population, with more than 28% of its citizens aged 65 or older, the highest proportion of elderly people in any country worldwide. Tokyo, as the nation's capital and largest urban center, reflects this demographic reality. The number of elderly residents in Tokyo is increasing rapidly, while the working-age population is shrinking. By 2040, it is estimated that nearly 40% of Tokyo's population will be aged 65 or older, creating a significant demographic imbalance. Economic implications: a shrinking workforce. The demographic changes in Tokyo have far-reaching economic implications. One of the most immediate concerns is the shrinking workforce. As the population declines and ages, the number of people available to work diminishes. This creates a labor shortage that can stifle economic growth, reduce productivity, and place immense pressure on the remaining workforce. Tokyo's economy, like that of Japan, is highly dependent on a vibrant and active workforce. The city is a global financial hub, home to numerous multinational corporations, and a center for innovation and technology. However, as the working-age population declines, businesses may struggle to find the talent they need to remain competitive. This could lead to a decrease in Tokyo's economic output and diminish its status as a leading global city. The aging population also puts a strain on Japan's social security system. As more people retire, the number of individuals contributing to the pension system decreases, while the number of beneficiaries increases. This creates a financial burden on the government, which must find ways to fund pensions, healthcare, and other services for an aging population with a shrinking tax base. Tokyo, as the most populous city, will bear a significant portion of this burden, further straining its resources. Moreover, the decline in Tokyo's population could lead to decreased consumer demand, particularly in sectors that cater to younger demographics. Retail, housing, and entertainment industries may see a reduction in demand as the population shrinks and ages. This could result in lower revenues for businesses and a potential decline in property values, particularly in areas that are not attractive to the elderly. Social challenges: the impact on community and quality of life. The demographic shifts in Tokyo are not just economic issues, they also have profound social implications. As the population declines, communities in Tokyo may become increasingly fragmented. Younger residents may move away in search of better opportunities or more affordable living conditions, leaving behind an older population with fewer social connections. This demographic trend could lead to a weakening of social cohesion and a decline in community life. Elderly residents who remain in Tokyo may experience loneliness and social isolation, particularly if they live alone or in neighborhoods where the population has significantly decreased. This isolation can have negative effects on mental and physical health, further exacerbating the challenges faced by an aging population. The aging population also presents challenges in terms of healthcare and social services. Tokyo will need to invest significantly in healthcare infrastructure to meet the needs of its growing elderly population. This includes expanding access to medical care, long-term care facilities, and home-based care services. The demand for healthcare workers will increase, further straining an already shrinking workforce. Additionally, the city's infrastructure will need to adapt to the needs of an aging population. Public transportation, housing, and public spaces will need to be made more accessible to the elderly. This may involve retrofitting existing buildings, expanding barrier-free transportation options, and creating age-friendly public spaces. These changes will require significant investment and planning, particularly in a city as densely populated as Tokyo. The government's response, policies, and initiatives. Recognizing the demographic challenges facing Tokyo, the Japanese government and Tokyo Metropolitan Government have implemented various policies and initiatives aimed at addressing the population decline and aging population. However, the effectiveness of these measures remains a subject of debate. One of the key strategies has been to encourage higher birth rates. The government has introduced various incentives to support families and encourage childbirth, including financial subsidies for child rearing, expanded access to child care services, and more generous parental leave policies. Additionally, the government has promoted work-life balance initiatives to make it easier for couples to have and raise children while maintaining their careers. Despite these efforts, Japan's birth rate has remained stubbornly low, particularly in urban areas like Tokyo. The high cost of living, long working hours, and limited living space continue to deter many young couples from having children. Moreover, cultural norms that place a heavy emphasis on work and career advancement further complicate efforts to increase the birth rate. Another approach has been to promote immigration as a way to address labor shortages and population decline. Japan has traditionally had very strict immigration policies, but in recent years, the government has begun to relax these restrictions slightly, allowing more foreign workers to enter the country. However, immigration remains a sensitive and politically contentious issue in Japan, and the scale of immigration needed to significantly offset the population decline is far greater than what has been implemented so far. The government has also focused on policies to improve the quality of life for the elderly and ensure they can continue to contribute to society. This includes promoting lifelong learning, encouraging older adults to remain in the workforce, and expanding healthcare and social services. Programs aimed at promoting healthy aging and preventing social isolation have also been introduced. While these measures are important steps in addressing the challenges posed by an aging population, they may not be enough to fully mitigate the impact of Tokyo's demographic decline. The scale of the challenge is immense, and it will require sustained and coordinated efforts across multiple sectors of society. Urban planning and infrastructure adapting to an aging population. As Tokyo's population continues to age, the city's urban planning and infrastructure will need to undergo significant changes to accommodate the needs of its elderly residents. This will involve a shift in how the city is designed, with a focus on creating an environment that is accessible, safe, and supportive for people of all ages. One of the key areas of focus will be housing. As the population ages, there will be an increasing demand for age-appropriate housing that is designed with the needs of the elderly in mind. This includes features such as step-free access, wider doorways, and grab bars in bathrooms. In addition, there will be a need for more assisted living facilities and nursing homes to provide care for those who can no longer live independently. Public transportation is another critical area that will need to be adapted to meet the needs of an aging population. Tokyo's extensive public transportation network is one of the city's greatest assets, but it will need to be made more accessible to the elderly. This may involve installing more elevators and escalators in train stations, ensuring that buses and trains are designed to accommodate mobility aids and expanding services to underserved areas where elderly residents may live. Public spaces, such as parks and community centers, will also need to be designed with the needs of the elderly in mind. This includes providing seating areas, shade, and easy access to public restrooms. In addition, community programs that promote social interaction and physical activity for older adults will be essential in preventing social isolation and promoting healthy aging. The role of technology, innovative solutions to demographic challenges. Technology will play a crucial role in addressing the challenges posed by Tokyo's aging population. Japan has long been a leader in technological innovation, and there is significant potential for technology to help mitigate the impact of demographic decline. One area where technology can make a significant difference is in healthcare. Telemedicine, remote monitoring, and health management systems can help provide care to elderly residents who may have difficulty accessing traditional healthcare services. In addition, robotics and AI-driven solutions are being developed to assist with caregiving tasks, such as lifting patients, providing companionship, and monitoring health conditions. Another promising area is the use of smart city technologies to create an environment that is more responsive to the needs of an aging population. This includes the use of sensors and data analytics to monitor public spaces and transportation networks, ensuring they are safe and accessible for elderly residents. Additionally, smart home technologies can help older adults live independently for longer by providing assistance with daily tasks, such as medication reminders, emergency alerts, and home automation. Technology can also play a role in addressing the labor shortages caused by a shrinking workforce. Automation and AI-driven solutions can help increase productivity and reduce the reliance on human labor in industries such as manufacturing, logistics, and retail. This can help offset the economic impact of a declining working-age population and ensure that Tokyo remains competitive.